Hi, this is Unit 3, the beginning of the Unit 3 higher course. Again, all the time you've got to look at my links to the foundation course to get the foundations built up. Section 1.1 is writing one quantity as a fraction of another. There's nothing beyond grade D here. So I chose this dodgy question up there, which is on page 11. This is question 5. It says, which of these formulae can be used to find x minutes as a fraction of y hours? Okay, so I've got x minutes divided by y hours. That's a good place to start. Now we can't mix hours and minutes in the same way. We can't have a fraction involving pounds and pennies. You see, you can't have mixed units. It doesn't work. So how would you convert, say, 1 hour into minutes? You multiply it by 60 and get 60 minutes. How would you multiply 2 hours? How would you convert 2 hours into minutes? Well, multiply by 60. So it would be 120. So therefore, whatever the number of hours is as a denominator here, if you multiply it by 60, you've automatically got it into minutes. So actually we've got x minutes divided by 60 times y minutes. See, now we're the same. In other words, we're looking at something that says it's x divided by 60y. So let's have a look. Nope. Nope. No, that one's multiplying the x and the y's. X over 60y, we'll definitely have that one. No mention of 60s there. X divided by 60y is the same thing as x over 60y, so we'll have that one as well. That's a waste of space, and that's completely wrong. So the two potential answers are, let's have a look. We've got x over 60y and x divided by 60y. Remember, that and that are the same. So that's the only half decent question that's even remotely trying to be higher. Alright, the next one I just fancy it. I don't know, it's quite nice. This is question 7. A pair of shoes costing £35 is reduced by £3.50 in a sale. And that's them. They're not really shoes, are they? They're more like baseball boots or something. What fraction of the original price is the reduction? That's the reduction. That is the original price. Okay, so I'm going to do A right now. So here's my fraction. Here's my original price. Remember, we're allowed to use a calculator, but just watch this. If we double up, we go £7 over £70, and that is therefore a tenth. Is that okay? Didn't need a machine for that bit. So I've reduced it by a tenth. Therefore, B. What fraction of the sale price? What fraction is the sale price of the original price? What fraction is the sale price of the original price? Okay, so the sale price is going to be, it's irrelevant, because if I've gone a tenth off, I have 9/10 left. Therefore, my sale price is 9/10 of the original, because I've just taken a tenth off its price. Okay, you don't need to actually work out the price of the original, so don't worry about that. I think that's what I want to do with 1.1. And I want to go now onto section 1.2, working with fractions and decimals. I'll just read you the kind of stuff we've got here. Question 1, we're rounding off to a certain number of significant figures. Go back to unit 1 and 2 for that. Express these fractions as percentages, arrange these in order of size, that's different fractions and decimals. And I want to do reciprocals again. Alright, take it a bit more slowly. It says, this is question 7, match up each number with its reciprocal. The first has been done for you. Why is that? Remember, a reciprocal is this. You take a number, x, and then you say 1 divided by that number. So that becomes 1 over x. Quick example, I don't know, 6 becomes 1/6. Is that alright? How about another one? Let's just do a fraction. A third becomes 3 over 1. In other words, 3. Better change colours, getting a bit dark. Another example, 2/3 becomes 1 divided by 2/3. Now if you remember how to do fractions, you flip the second one upside down and multiply. So you're multiplying by 3 over 2, and 1 times 3 over 2 is of course 3 over 2, or 1 1/2. Okay, that's definitely a good one to review. In other words, what I could say is you take this 3 over 2 and you flip it upside down and go sorry, this 2 over 3, flip it upside down, get 3 over 2, and that's clearly 1.5, okay? Then we're back to that again, but this is the thinking behind it. So, without any further ado, let's jump straight in. Right, well, if I flip 1 upside down, 1 divided by 1 is 1, you can stay there. If I flip a 7 upside down, you get a 7th. Now what about these more tricky ones over here? Let's do this 0.4 and we'll work up here. So I've got 0.4, 0.4. What does that mean? Well, essentially I can say 1 divided by 0.4 is the reciprocal. Well, or I can do this. Well, 0.4 is 4 over 10, otherwise known as 2/5. Now I can flip it and it will become 5 over 2, and that is 2.5 or 2.5. And there's an answer up there. So my 0.4 becomes 2.5. Okay, that's the thinking behind that. So you go over there and be happy. What's left? Well, apparently it's all done apart from this one. So I'm going to match that with that one. Let's just prove to you that it works anyway. So let's work up here. Got a bit of space. Yeah. So I'm going to take my 15, and that will become 1 over 15. And now we've got to pick up our calculator. Unless you want to do it, you know, the long way is a short division sum. Don't bother. Just do it. 1 divided by 15. Don't know if you can see that. Press equals. What have I got here? 0.06 recurring, which is exactly what we got there on the table. So that is in fact correct. Okay. So 0.06, and that just recurs, and that's that. I've also chosen question 11. It's the one with yellow triangle with a red exclamation mark in it. It's a bit more cryptic, but it's still reciprocals. It's definitely higher in terms of the way it's been given to you. So let's have a look. Well, if you take 1 over x and you flip it, you get x over 1. So that's correct. So let's call that x over 1. So that's been done. If you flip c over c divided by d, you can get d over c. It's not a problem. So what about this one then? If you've got 10 divided by 1, and you've got 10 divided by x, and you flip it, you get x divided by 10. So x divided by 10 is a tenth of an x. So just match that with that. Let's just write it a little note there. So this one is therefore 10 over x becomes x divided by 10, which is 0.1 times x. That's the thinking. Right, 15x, flip it, a 15th of an x. That's this way round. So let's just put that there. We've had this sort of before in the previous question. If you look at 0.4, we go 0.4 x's means 4x over 10. In other words, 4/10 of an x. In other words, 2x over 5. And then you flip the thing, the whole thing. So that goes up, that comes down, and that becomes 5 over 2x. Is that alright? Now, if I want it to be nasty, now I'll leave it like that, that's fine. 5 divided by 2x. I won't make it more complicated. Just accept that works out fine. Well, it does work out fine. I've just demonstrated it, and that's good. I think we're done with section 1, unit 1. I'll do a few questions from the assess because they look quite good. So I'm going to stop this video right now, and that will be it for 1.1 and 1.2 combined.